Good morning and welcome to America's Home Cooking. I am going to explain something that happened. You remember when I gave you the recipe for the chocolate cream cheese brownies when we made them together? Well, when my brownies cooled, I sat there and went to cut them and they were raw. They were totally cooked on top, but they were totally raw straight through. Now, when this happens, that means something's wrong with your oven. So I knew that I couldn't test my oven until the next day because it has to be totally 100% cool. So I did test it the following morning and I was 40 degrees off. I turned my oven off. I did not use it. I let it thoroughly cool and I went another day. Checked it the following morning. It was over 100 degrees off. Because I set my oven at 350 on each test, and it should, when it beeps to tell me it's up to 350, it should be at 350 plus or minus 3 degrees. It wasn't. It was way off. So I called. I have a warranty on my appliances in the house. And what happened is they came yesterday, and they checked it. And guess where, when they tested it, where it was 75 degrees off. This is why you have to calibrate your stoves periodically. If you make something and it doesn't work, it doesn't mean that you're wrong. You check that oven because they do wear and have to have them recalibrated periodically. I have to wait for them to get the parts and then they'll be back, so there'll be no more baking till further notice because I'm not going to try to use an oven that is off like that, because though it registers 25 degrees off one day, when they need calibration, they can be 125 degrees off. They can go up 50 degrees. I mean, it just will do this constantly until it's recalibrated. Then it will level off, and it should be anywhere from 3 to 5 degrees of wherever you set it. Okay, because that's why they say cook certain recipes or biscuits, they say 12 to 15 minutes, or they'll say bread 50 to 55 minutes, or 50 to, or whatever, but it's always within a 5-minute range because they know some days the oven might be 34 degrees, or it might be 33, or it might be 36, so they give you that small range. So I was going to explain more of what happened to my oven, and they'll be bringing the part when it is, but how, when it's off, how it can affect your food, because you have no guarantee of knowing what that temperature is. And if you put your oven thermometer in there and you say, well, it's registering 250 so I can cook this roast for a couple hours. No, you can't, because while it's cooking, it's not going to stay there. It's going to go up, down, and as they say, up, down, left, right, and everywhere, because it can't hold the temperature. So when it needs calibration, it's not you, it's the oven. And don't try to adjust it like that to cook, because if you do, you have no guarantee it's going to hold that temperature. It might go up and it might go down even lower while it's cooking, and then you end up saying, I can't bake or I can't cook, when you really can, and all what it is your oven needs to be calibrated. I hope this helps and explains how important it is that you do calibrate your oven and that you don't always have to replace them. Okay, take care and have a lovely day.